Hello, welcome to my channel. Now in this video I'm going to do a bit of refactoring. Now remember that I set the loser function to set the state, so it will set keys active to false and it will also set answer correct to false. So notice that in here I'm doing it twice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this code out because I don't need to do that there. Okay, and I'm going to take out this console log. And let me see what else. That's it. So this covers the mouse down function. So what it basically does is you push the mouse down. The computer plays some keys to you. On the first one, you push the mouse down and it basically checks if it's correct. If it's correct, then it moves on to here. If it's not correct, it will just play the loser sound without coming to here, so we won't get this. So what this is just lighting up the lights and the music. That's all this would do. And that would light it up with the color that was pressed. In that case, we got past E, and we use the enum to get the color out. Okay, and that's what we've done. We put it in here. So that's going to be a number. Okay. So now, for the rest of the stuff, we need to put it in the mouse up. So that's the mouse down. Now we're going to look at the mouse up. So the mouse up, the first two keys it does, it stops the music and stops the lights, and that's correct. We can leave that in there. Now there's two scenarios. Either you push the mouse up and you pick the right tune, and in which case it goes back to the game, start game, and it gives you another note. Or you pick the right note, but there's not enough, but there's more notes to come. In which case you have to start this timeout. So when you press a note and there's more left, you have to press a more, and if you don't press more within the timeout, then it will time out again and go to the game user. Okay? So I'm gonna do the code for this. I'm gonna paste it in. And then it's gonna be exactly what I just explained. Now that last check that I was talking about, remember I created a variable called last check? This is when it's going to be used. That one there. So what that last check is, the mouse down has got an event on it. Okay, so what happens is we push down on the blue, then it lights the blue. Now what might happen, you might move your mouse across and lift it up here. In that case, the event will be yellow. So that will break the game if we make the game based on that. So what we've got to do is we push down on blue, and wherever we lift up, we've got to say, okay, that is blue. So on the mouse down, on this line here, it won't save the color that we pressed, but it will save the result. Because to be honest, if we got the color, we're going to have to check something else with it. So all we need is the result. So the result from this check, it gets saved in that last check. So we can use that information in that mouse up. Okay. So we need we actually do it. We need when you push the mouse down on blue and you lift it up here, we don't necessarily need to know that you press blue, but what we need to know is what is the result of the check. And what we'll do is, this is what this does. It's got the result of the check on the last key press, and what it's saying is, if this model, that last check is the same length, if it's the same length, we already know it's correct. Then it's going to set the keys active to false. It's going to set the answer to correct, and it's going to start the game. If it's false, or if it's not true, then it's going to just going to do start the timeout. So you have to put more keys in. Okay, now that we put them 2 lines in, we might be able to play a game of Simon. I'm lost. Okay. So now we got to the stage where we can play Simon. Okay. Now the game hasn't finished yet because we have these buttons. We have to string this up properly. For instance, if I switch it on and I keep pressing this, it just breaks the game, and this doesn't do anything as well. What this needs to do is when the user presses strict mode, what that's supposed to do is when you get the sequence wrong, instead of repeating the sound back to you, it should play back. It should just start a new game from the beginning. So I think we've nearly finished. And another thing we have to put in it is we're gonna have to put a winning game. So when you get 20 correct, I think it's 20 or 21. When you get 20 things correct, it should play a little victory thing. So what we'll do is we can put that in and we can test it by setting it to 3. So if I get 3 correct, it will play a winning thing. Okay, so on the next video, we'll carry on. So until next time, bye.